today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Throwing Jones. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They try the left side here with Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Operating from the gun. Jones. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Texans have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. New England's offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Jones now from the gun on third down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A give to Williams, running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's out right at the 25. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Got his man, it's Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down, Jones.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And all the way down to the 39. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Terry McLaurin, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail the visiting Chicago Bears. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Off play action. Jones. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On second down, Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's got some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To the right side, this is Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones.
Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. From the 30 on second down, Jones looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
Touchdown, Patriots! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Patriots have taken a fourth quarter lead.
They'll try and throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
79 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 11 yards there, just like last play. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Jones.
He's going to let it fly.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Jones.
He's going to let it fly.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so. The teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win.